Well, hello there, friends. Whatever they call that soup, wedding soup, marriage soup, whatever it is, it's a marriage of beautiful ingredients together blend into this amazing broth, and plus there's meatballs in it. And we finish it up with a little Parmesan Reggiano on top. Delicious. You guys are gonna love that soup. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. Stay tuned. We're making it together right now. Okay, friends, well, never mind where it's coming from. We know it's got some Italian influence, for sure. You know, some of the best soup we have are Italian influence. I mean, I'm thinking, you know, the other day we were talking with Jack, I said, hey, how about doing some French soup? You know, so we're going to be doing that, some French soup. Not that we have as many as the Italian. Italian, mamma mia, everything is a soup. So this Italian created, I think it was created by many Italian American, and marriage, wedding soup, whatever that came from, it really came from a blend of ingredients together, creating a beautiful marriage in heaven. Yeah, I mean, really. So what it is, when you bring the right spice, the right seasoning, the right ingredient together, you have a marriage of heaven. Anyway. Let's do it, my friends. Okay, so minestra maritata, the Italian name. So we got 3/4 of a pound of a ground chuck, 80-20. I got 3/4 of a pound of chicken breasts. And I got 4 ounces of salami di Genoa that are cut very, 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 very small dice. So what I do, I go to the deli department, and I ask them to give me a slice about 1/8 of an inch thick. And then I cut them in julienne, and I cut the julienne in dice. Pretty simple. I am going to flavor it, of course, all this. This is not far away from my regular meatball recipe. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic, about a heavy tablespoon of chopped garlic. We're going to put about a teaspoon and a half, if we were to measure, but we're not. Let's see, a teaspoon and a half of fresh thyme. And we're going to put 1 egg. Whoop, 1 egg. And we're going to put a cup of my fresh breadcrumb. Jack is going to give you a link for that breadcrumb because it's fantastic. It's got all kind of goodies in there. We're going to put some salt and pepper in there, right? And then salt and pepper. We're going to put some fresh parsley, I would say a 1/4 cup of chopped fresh parsley. And I got some buttermilk in here if I need moisture, but I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to need it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But if I need it, I'm going to put a little bit of buttermilk. And right here, I got a big onion that has been sauteed and caramelized. Big onion, that's it. 1 big onion. Now, and then what we're going to do, we're going to make the meatballs, and then we're going to cook them, and then we're going to finish them up in a soup. You know, I put the gloves on for a good reason, because I'm going to go in there and just do it. You see? And that's all there is to it. This is really not complicated. Now, those meatballs, friends, are going to be very small. I got a ice cream scoop of about 1 inch. 1 inch and a quarter, actually it is. It's 1 inch and a quarter. And so it's very, very small because, you know, you're having a soup. You don't want a big meatball. I mean, you can make them bigger and cut them with a spoon. There'd be nothing wrong with that, right? But it'd be kind of nice also to put them in the mouth, that one little bowl. Definitely, look at this, that looks good, eh? Let me tell you, the salami di Genoa gives it a je ne sais quoi. Wonder how we say that in Italian. I'll have to ask my family, the ne sais quoi. There's something that are just not translatable. Translatable, is that a word, Jack? How do you think we say je ne sais quoi in Italian? Je ne sais quoi, yeah. No. It's got a word. I'm sure the Italian, they're pretty clever, you know. I'm sure they got a word for that. I'm going to have to call this afternoon and ask. So look, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to take it. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. Because we got to keep them small, right? Look. Boom. And boom. Right? I mean, a child could do this. Now, of course, you don't need an ice cream scoop, but if you want to make them really nice, you got to do the scoop. This one is a little too small. So, obviously, you don't need a scoop. I think the scoop is going to make it easy. All right, friends. I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell you how many I got. Probably a little too much for a little soup I'm going to make. But that's okay, because you can freeze them nice. We're going to make nice and round. Then we're going to put them in the fridge to let them refrigerated. And then we're going to give them a nice little Maillard reaction. Give them a nice crust on the outside. So I will be back when the balls are done. And then we're going to start the soup and we're going to cook it together. So I'll be back in a few minutes, friends. Okay, friends. I was halfway down with the meatball and I'm saying, man, those things are way too soft. Chicken was a little too wet. So repair job. 1 more cup of breadcrumb. So that'll be 2 cups. And 1 more egg. And that'll be 2 eggs. I am going to repair to rewrite the recipe. So you'll have the perfect recipe online, okay? But as of now, we are, oh yeah, that's doing it right there. The extra cup of breadcrumb is absorbing the extra moisture I had in the chicken, and I figure it could happen to you. All right, friends, so I'm going to continue making this. I don't need to show you how to make the balls again because I showed you earlier, and we're going to continue making them. I just want to make sure you saw that change, all right? See you guys in a minute when they're all done. All right, friends. Well, I got the balls ready. We made 48 of them. I'm probably only going to need half of it in this batch. I'll keep the other one in there. So one night I want to make it. The rest of the soup is easy, yeah? I got 1 big onion already going on over there. Going on over there. I got a tea them onion. Remember Justin Wilson? That guy was amazing. Some of you you're too young to know, but he was a great talent on PBS, and I used to watch him all the time. I got to meet him a few times. Lovely man. I got a tea them onion are fresh. So look, I know my imitation is not so good. I got a now I'm gonna speak Cajun now. A good tablespoon and a half of garlic. Garlic. I don't remember how you say it, but anyway. So you got the onion caramelized, right? And the garlic, when you smell the garlic, a teaspoon of thyme, the same flavoring we got in the meatball, we got it in the soup as well, friends, okay? So, garlic, the minute you smell it, what do? You put something wet on it. Hey, how about some wine? A little bit of wine. It's going to give us a little bit of acidity than we like. We're just going to reduce. You don't have to put it in. It's a soup after all. You don't want to put wine in your soup. Don't put it in. Don't worry. It's still going to be good. Okay, I like to put a little bit of it. But don't worry about it. If you don't want to put wine, by the time, trust me, friends, if there is any alcohol left, by the time you finish your soup, it's all, whew. That's a very technical term. Whew. See that, Jack? That's the hands and everything. Whew. The alcohol of the wine. People are coming into my channel for the first time, then a chef, they go, these guys are nuts. That's okay. I'm their nuts. And all right. So we got a couple big carrots, and I cut, I always cut my carrots in wheels because I got nothing else to do. So I don't have to do that. Celery, nicely cut. Remember, everything nicely cut. It's a very simple soup. This is the nothing soup, friends. All right, we're going to let the wine reduce a little bit. We're going to check the temperature of the oil. We want it to be 365. What about, Jack, if I move the soup over here? Because nothing much is going to happen with the soup, but a lot is going to happen here. You like that? He likes that. Then we're gonna put escarole lettuce. I'm gonna wait a minute to put the escarole lettuce, friends. Escarole lettuce is not easy to find. When you get the big leaf, you can just do this, just like this, right? And it'll be perfectly fine. And when you get to the end, though, you want to cut them smaller, the pieces, okay? Escarole is very nice. If you can't find escarole, not exactly easy to find, you want to use spinach. That'll be perfectly fine. All right, so the wine is reduced. Look, there's no more wine. It's reduced down to nothing. Let me reduce this, all of this heat right there. I'm gonna put a little stock so I don't burn my garlic. Actually, I won't burn it because I got the wine, right? So two ladle of stock. We're gonna do that 3 ladle of stock. Be careful, don't put any 3 ladle, so they're 12 ounces. And we're gonna do 4 ladle of stock. And then we're gonna do 5 ladle of stock, okay? And then we're gonna cook this for a good amount of time, friends, until the vegetables are tender. Let me put this over here. Until the vegetables are tender. Then we're gonna put the pasta. We're gonna put some orzo pasta. I got 8 ounces of orzo pasta that I'm gonna put in there. And then I'll put the escarole and then finish cooking the meatball. But in the meantime, let me get the balls. They're right there. Now make sure, friends, they're very cold. Okay, you gotta make sure they're nice and cold, friends, okay? If they're not cold, you're gonna have a tough time. They're not gonna stick together good. So you go like this, right? And you put them in there. And we wanna get them beautiful Maillard reaction. So I'm only gonna do half of it because otherwise it's gonna be too much. Then you give it 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, some good direction. These guys say, okay, give them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just give them a few of them in a soup plate. We're gonna get them beautiful golden brown, and then we're gonna finish cooking them in the soup. A child could do this. Now, this is not an exactly a super easy soup to make as far as, because you gotta make the bowls. So it's gonna take a little while to prepare them. All right? So we don't need those. There's too many of them. That's okay, I'll cook them again. I'll make another one of those soup. I love those soup. I love that soup, it's delicious. Now we wanna brown them nice. And as soon as the vegetables are starting to get a little cook, we're gonna, when the vegetables I get a nice soft, then we put the pasta in there and cook another 8-10 minutes. I got a little orzo pasta. Any small pasta would work. You know, I've made it also with the Israeli couscous, which is not exactly couscous, but it's a little round pasta. That works great. Also in there, friends. You see the bowls are starting to be nice now. Golden brown. Hey, I don't want them burned now. I want them golden brown. And you see they're holding fine. They're nice shape. We want to get them all the way around it. Beautiful color all the way around it. And then we're going to put them in the soup, but not yet. So here's what we're going to do, friends. We're going to put them aside for now. And then we'll come back when the vegetables are soft. And we're going to finish cooking the whole thing together. Now those are going to require a good 10-15 minutes of cooking time. At least 15 minutes of cooking time. So I'm going to want the vegetables to get a stock before. A nice soft stock. All right, so I'm going to take them out of here and put them in here for now. Because I don't want them to be too brown. I like a nice golden color, but I don't want to burn them. I see too many people, they burn their bowls. And then, I don't like to burn anything, really. That's some statement. No, really, look, they're good enough right there. We want them beautiful golden brown. All right, friends, I continue doing this, and I'll see you on the other side when the vegetables are nice and soft, okay? We finish doing the whole thing together. Okay, friends, so I got an 8 ounce of orzo pasta, very small pasta. Whatever pasta you can get, just get a small pasta. You don't want to get a big pasta in there. And then we're going to put the salad. You certainly don't need to put that in there. You can put the spinach, it's fine. But remember, you got to cut it up in small. It doesn't take that long to cook. It takes a little while to cook. And then we're gonna put the meatballs. I put the whole thing in there. I bought the whole head. Not easy to find. I find at Publix, my grocery store, they're never really fresh when I get them. So I don't understand. I tell the guy, look, every time I'm here to buy it, it's not fresh. It looks like you're like, yeah, the produce dude. I don't know, dude. All right, now we're gonna bring it to boil one more time. We're gonna put the balls in there, and we're gonna be gentle to cook the balls, otherwise they fall apart. Remember, they're fragile. We're gonna put them in there, and gently cook it. All right, and then we're gonna fix a little bit of the texture. I want them to be a little thicker. Like I said, friends, texture is the conductor of flavor. Don't forget. All right, it's very important, and I know a lot of you got it, but the new people are like, what are you talking about? If it's too thick, if it's too thin, tastes different on the tongue, doesn't it? Just the texture. That's why it's got to have the right texture. So we're going to bring this to boil. We're going to be gentle with the balls so they don't break up on us. We're going to adjust seasoning, and then we're going to put a Parmesan Reggiano, and then we're going to eat. So you're all invited, coming in. And Jack is not getting any because he's going to think it's going to look like prison food. The guys made a lot of comment on that pea soup. That was funny. Anyway, we love it. He likes it too. And we have a good time. So that's what it's all about. We'll see you in a minute when that soup is ready, friends. Okay, friends. Well, about 10 minutes ago, right, we put all the pasta and everything in there and the balls. They could be cooking. Nice. I have a little bit of cornstarch, tapioca powder and water mixture, kind of like you do the cornstarch, same deal. We're going to put it in here to adjust texture. Now, you don't have to. You know, it'll be perfectly fine without it. But, you know, I like a little thicker of a texture because to me, it's so important. So I put it just a little bit more. And the tapioca powder compared to the cornstarch, it's going to keep the soup transparent without giving it a white film on it. So sometimes it's nice. You don't have it, just use cornstarch. You know, tapioca powder, cornstarch, arrowroot, they're all very similar. Arrowroot also creates a nice transparent soup. Just a little bit, okay? You don't have to put a lot, just a little bit. And you'll see the texture of it changes like 100%. All right, adjust the seasoning. I also put a little bit of red pepper flake. I forgot to do it, but I was testing it just now, and it was like needed something, and that's perfect. All right, friends. So here we go. The moment we have been waiting for. I got 17 ladles in there. Never mind 17. I got 50 of them in there, all different sizes. And all we're gonna do is take a bowl of a couple of bowls in the plate, you see. Beautiful, look at this, look at it. Is that gorgeous? I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. Now, I don't think that looks like prison food, Jack. What do you think? No, it doesn't look like prison food. We scored, friend. Here it is, right there. It's beautiful, you see. So, however thick you want to make it. See, you see the difference? How a little thicker it is? I think it's beautiful. So now you can serve it like this, because this will be perfect. There'll be nothing wrong with this. Or you could put a little bit of Parmesan Reggiano and put a little bit of fresh parsley on it, right? And a little bit of Parmesan Reggiano, just a little bit, just a little bit. You can put a lot if you want. Obviously, it's your soup, all right? But I put just a little bit of it right there. And let it melt slowly in the soup, you see? And my friends, this is the wedding soup, marriage soup, marriage soup, whatever soup you want to call it. I think it's beautiful, and it's going to be perfectly cooked. See, the bowls are perfect. Now, of course, you could certainly try to put one of those in your mouth at once. I don't know. I think cutting little pieces is going to be good enough. Oh, very good. All right, it's very good. But it's hot. No. Oh, It was hot, and it's so liquid. It's delicious. Those balls are delicious. Friends, I know you're gonna love it. I hope you make it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching, friends. Wow, let me tell you, this is no prison food, Jack. I'm telling you, buddy. I'm not gonna let you forget that prison food deal. It's amazing. I'm telling you. The texture is a little thin. See? A little thin. And the balls are fantastic. Oh, I can't wait to sit down. Let's sit down and eat some soup.